Back to politics now, and former President Trump wants President Biden to return to the race and become the Democratic nominee. In a Truth Social post yesterday, Trump wrote in part this: Kamala should be investigated and forced off the campaign, and Joe Biden allowed to take back his rightful place. Parentheses, he got 14 million primary votes, she got none. This latest screed all stems from the vice president's recent interview with 60 Minutes and Trump's false claims the program was edited to Paris's benefit. Before the interview even aired, Trump backed out of his own scheduled appearance with 60 Minutes, providing a winding list of reasons why he has posted about this repeatedly in recent days. To Arizona now, multiple Republican lawyers who were involved in the party's election litigation efforts in the past are keeping their distance this time around. This comes amid growing concerns over Republican Senate candidate Kari Lake's history of questionable fraud claims. Joining us now to break this all down, our resident Arizona expert, NBC News correspondent, Vaughn Hilliard. Vaughn, so good to see you this morning.
You too, my friend.
So let's start there. In Arizona, these lawyers staying away from this election integrity effort. Give us the backstory and tell us why they're choosing to keep their distance.
Right. I've been in Arizona for about the last week, just got back here to New York. And one of the things that I was finding was that Kari Lake is very much the Kari Lake of 2022. She narrowly lost for governor, but she is already laying the foundation, claiming that there are efforts underway using overseas ballots, for example, to cheat and keep her from winning the U.S. Senate, keep Donald Trump from winning the state of Arizona. But part of that I found was that there's right now no Arizona Republican lawyers that are there ready to defend or bring any of these cases on her behalf here. I talked to three of them who were involved previously in election cycles in 2020, 2022. And of course, the RNC has built up this election integrity operation so that they could keep the fraud from happening on the front end instead of litigating it on the back end, so they say. But right now, those Republican lawyers told me that they have stayed away because of Kari Lake's penchant to raise fraud claims. Yet, of course, lawyers can't just bring frivolous lawsuits. One of her own lawyers is facing not only financial penalty, but it's currently suspended because of lawsuits in which she claimed to the Arizona Supreme Court that tens of thousands of ballots were fraudulent in the 2022 gubernatorial election. So right now, they brought in a high-powered California attorney, RNC committee woman Harmeet Dillon, but they're currently looking for local counsel because it's local counsel that actually has to one bring the lawsuit. So really right now, it's lawyers saying we don't have the fraud that Kari Lake is already claiming.
So give us with that as the backdrop, give us an update as to where things stand in this race between Lake and Democrat Ruben Gallego.
Right. She's facing the congressman from the heart of Phoenix, really the bluest district you'll find in Arizona. And right now, polling has shown her significantly down to Ruben Gallego, anywhere from 5 to 10 percentage points. And of course, Democrats have won the last 3 U.S. Senate races there. And for, Ruben Gallego, he was a longtime progressive member of the Progressive Caucus up on Capitol Hill. He has really sort of, expanded his political, representation and saying that he's there to appeal to Republicans and independents. And the part for Kari Lake is she's currently underwater to Donald Trump. And we're seeing this in many of the battleground states, not just Arizona, where these Senate candidates, Republicans want to take back the Senate, but their candidates are actually behind where Donald Trump is. And the question in these final 2 weeks, at what point does Donald Trump throw those Senate candidates off the cliff because he sees his own polling so close in those states? And those Republicans are not viewed in quite the same fond light that even he is in some of these key states.
It also raised some questions about maybe the polling is as accurate as it needs to be. And certainly Arizona appears to be Trump's best battleground state at the moment, but still within the margin of error.
Absolutely.
We got to leave it there, but Vaughn, we're going to talk to you again a little later on Morning Joe. NBC News correspondent Vaughn Hilliard. Thank you.
Thanks,
again, we will revisit Vaughn a little later.